this video, we're gonna help 2,000 people walk again! The video you are about to watch is unlike anything we've ever done. Walking is something most of us take for granted every day. But for millions of amputees all around the world, they don't have that same luxury. But in this video, for 2,000 people, that is about to change.
I had an accident back in 2020 and I shattered both my ankles.
When he first got sick, they didn't even think he would live another year.
I was in a car wreck when I was 17. That's how I lost my feet.
And to kick things off, we're going to help Stephanie.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
We're so excited you're here.
I'm so nervous.
How long has it been since you've been able to walk on your own?
I have not walked on my own since 2009.
Almost 15 years since you've been able to walk on your own.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we might have something that can change that. This is your brand new leg. Here you go.
Thank you.
What do you think
Oh my
of
gosh,
it?
I love her.
You ready to try it on?
I am.
Okay, let's slide it on in. Okay, what do you think?
Feels wonderful.
All right, you ready to stand up? Wow. For the first time in 15 years, Stephanie is actually walking.
Oh, it's wonderful. That's my dad.
Does it warm your heart to be able to see her move around again?
Very much so.
I'm just glad that she's gonna be able to get to do some things she wants to. Not be a prisoner anymore.
You guys can look each other in the eyes now.
We can dance.
And that's exactly what they did. It felt so good to be able to help Stephanie and her family. So we did the same thing for Colleen. It's been 7 months since you were able to walk.
I'm ready.
Well, let's do it.
It's amazing to have another chance.
And we helped David, Adrian, Linda, and Carrie. But to be honest, we could not have pulled this off without the help of some incredible people.
We replace limbs that people have lost.
What's a typical cost for someone to get like a prosthesis like this?
Anywhere from 5 to 50,000.
And it sounds crazy, but most of the people in this video either cannot afford insurance or did not have adequate coverage. Meaning, if we didn't step in, they might not have ever walked again. And if insurance doesn't cover that, what do?
You hope and fundraise and pray that someone like you comes along.
This would take me about 10 years.
Wait, to buy this on your own would have taken 10 years?
Yes.
That's... Chandler! Obviously, that's not okay. So we're gonna send you home with $10,000.
This is a day in my life I would never forget.
No problem. You came in with one leg, and now you're leaving with two and a briefcase full of money.
Best day of my life.
Oh man, it feels awesome.
It feels so real, like it's part of me.
You can walk again, and you don't have the financial burden.
This is life-changing.
Here I am now. I'm very thankful.
As we learned through this process, when you lose your ability to walk, you also lose the ability to do life's most basic tasks, something that Greg knows all too well.
Everything's twice as hard as it used to be. I played tennis all the time with the family, but I'd be happy just being able to stand up and do the dishes.
Okay, let's see how your new leg fits. All right, he's getting right into it.
It's a good feeling to stand up. All right.
Whoa, how's it feel?
I'll tell you what, it makes you smile.
When you're an amputee, everyday activities can feel like insurmountable tasks. But for Travis, there's a special occasion coming up that he just can't do sitting down.
My daughter's been planning her wedding since she was 3, 4 years old.
I've always dreamed of having my dad walk me down the aisle.
Do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I used to run 6, 7 days a week if I was bored. And I was in a car wreck when I was 17, had osteomyelitis, and that's how I lost my feet.
How long has it been since you were able to walk normally?
I don't know what normal is anymore.
Are you guys excited to see him walk again?
Yeah, super excited.
Here's your right leg, here you go, and here's the left leg.
It's just awesome.
You got this.
First step. You want to go for it? Wow, he's walking better than some of the people with one leg. Well, you're making this look easy.
I'm just ready to start running.
What's it like to see him walking?
It's awesome.
I'm excited.
No hands. No hands. Now you can walk her down the aisle.
Yeah. Wow. Have a father-daughter dance.
I know this wedding is important to all of you, which is why I asked your soon-to-be husband how much the wedding would cost.
And on this wheelchair is the exact amount. We're gonna cover the entire cost of your wedding, and now your dad can join you down the aisle.
Thank you.
Thank you for not telling her. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. The real question though is, are we invited?
Yeah.
Gotta bring some feastables.
A deal. And he wasn't kidding. Later in this video, we actually do go to Travis's daughter's wedding. And while we're paying for all the prosthetics in this video, that won't always be the case. And while $5,000 to $50,000 is already too expensive for most people, that price tag is felt even heavier in developing countries. Which is what brought me to Guatemala to meet David, who founded the Range of Motion Project to address the lack of prosthetics for the underprivileged.
One of the ways that prosthetic care gets delivered to the poor is poor technology.
So what makes it so expensive?
Very expensive pieces of technology.
And David found a simple way to maintain quality at only 1/10 the cost.
Everything that you see here is part of our global inventory of recycled components.
So everything in this room is recycled from some other prosthetic.
A lot of it is still functional.
So if you have a prosthetic that you want to donate so he can use it to help more people, just go to this website right here. That's how he's able to make it so cheap so he can help the poorest of the poor all around the world. And for us, that means we can help even more people get back to their full lives here in Guatemala. From everything as adventurous as riding motorcycles,
You're making this look easy.
playing soccer,
Whoa.
down to the smallest pleasures of life. You guys are adorable.
Lo primero que quiero hacer es salir a caminar con mi familia.
Es como que me devolvieran nuevamente la vida.
You're taller than your mom.
Like hugging your family.
How's it going, everybody? Let's take our first step together.
Or watching a child reclaim their independence. At any stage of life, a new limb can mean everything. And by the end of the day, we had helped so many people, but our mission was just getting started.
And you were saying some people can't even make it to the facility.
It's just a mountainous, tough country to travel in. Rivers that people have to cross, jungles that people have to get through. Not being able to walk is really kind of trapping patients in their homes.
Which is why David sometimes has to leave the clinic and visit the patients in their own home, which comes with its own difficulties.
Where's your truck at?
I thought we're taking your guys' cars.
No.
We don't have a truck.
You don't have a truck to go reach these people in remote places?
No.
With the bulk of ROM's resources going into staffing and the prosthetics themselves, they can't afford reliable transportation to get to hard-to-reach patients. That is, until now.
I could have sworn that was your truck. If it's not, why does it say ROMP on the side? We worked with the staff, none of them told them.
This brand new $65,000 truck is fully equipped to traverse even the most difficult terrain.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats, man. Let's go break it in by giving away some legs.
All right.
And the further away we got from the bustling streets of Guatemala City, I realized David wasn't kidding when he said these places were hard to get to. As we headed to a home located on the side of a literal volcano in the middle of the jungle.
I now understand why this truck was so valuable. Oh my God. Whoa. Yeah, I could not imagine driving a normal car down this road. We finally made it here.
And our journey up the volcano brought us here to meet Kevin,
Hola.
who was left severely burned and without either of his legs in an accident 24 years ago.
You're living on the side of a volcano. How do you get around? This is very difficult terrain.
Sí, es algo difícil.
It's too rough for him, so someone actually does need to push him in a wheelchair.
And that ends today.
Gracias.
You're about to take your first step.
All right, now we're walking down the side of the volcano.
Come on over here, Mom.
Aww.
mucho. Dios bendito sea.
Son bastantes que a veces tienen dificultades y gracias al Creador por ponerlos en nuestros caminos.
That made Kevin the 71st person we've helped walk again. And David and I took that momentum with us to help even more people over here in Ecuador. Like Kelly, who spent 6 days
busing from Bolivia to here, not even knowing if she would get a prosthetic.
Tenía mucho miedo porque nunca había salido de mi país y pese a todo me arriesgué porque no.
This is why we're doing this video right here. All right, it's been 2 years since you walked. It's a big moment. You want to take your first step?
Estoy
feliz.
Kelly was so happy to be walking again that she then asked this.
¿Puedo bailar?
¿Quieres bailar?
Sí, ¿usted me puede acompañar?
You want me to dance?
Sí.
Oh boy, I don't know what I'm doing. You wouldn't even believe this is her first time walking in 2 years. She started dancing, what?
Me gusta, parece real.
And even though I clearly don't know how to dance, watching this family be reunited with such an important part of their past meant the world to me.
No, gracias, gracias.
And as for Eduardo, he had a really touching reaction to getting his new leg.
Oh, he kissed it. That was adorable. He hasn't walked in months, which is obviously a shame because he's only 5 years old. It's a big moment. Whenever you're ready, Eduardo. The mom was saying that he would have to drag himself around and was even embarrassed of not having the leg. So to see him moving like this is wonderful. Here you go. All right, you want to throw it on? What's it like seeing your daughter walk again?
Muy emocionado, de verdad.
I mean, look at this. She hasn't walked in over a year. This is honestly my favorite video. This is crazy. Hola, how's it going?
Santo Dios. Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy bien.
Meeting Fede is cool and all, but the real reason we're here is your brand new prosthetic. This is all yours, 100% free.
Muchas gracias, muchísimas gracias. Estoy agradecida.
¿Qué se siente caminar de vuelta?
Una felicidad enorme.
And to further inspire strength in the 50 amputees we helped here in Ecuador, David shared with us one of his favorite rituals.
We love to take them hiking on that mountain.
And now we're gonna climb this mountain to break in their new prosthetics. If they can climb this mountain, they can get through daily life. I can see the symbolism of this task. Let the journey begin. All right. Whew. This is actually pretty hard.
This guy went from not walking to literally hiking up a mountain. I mean, it's truly amazing.
You really like to challenge these patients.
If you can reach a new height, reach a new summit with a disability, you might feel that anything else is possible.
And I saw just that. The amount of persistence and ambition that these amputees showcase was unlike anything I had seen before. This is what this trip is all about. He's refusing to give up. I'll be honest, I didn't fully understand why we were climbing this mountain, but now I get it. It's to show them that if they can climb this mountain, they can essentially overcome anything with their brand new prosthetics. We made it to the top! Good job. If you guys can hike this mountain, you can do anything. I'm proud of you. Proud of you guys. And our reward now is this beautiful view. Now we're gonna head all the way over to Kenya, where we found a bunch of kids who still have their legs, but needed expensive surgeries to be able to use them, which of course we paid for. Look at that.
Before this surgery, some of these kids have never walked their entire lives. And now look at them.
When I tried to walk, I can find myself down, not knowing the way I felt down. I was being laughed by my fellow students. So sometimes I could not go to school.
How did that feel, taking your first steps?
If I can walk like the other people, so this makes me so happy.
And along with providing these life-changing surgeries, we also provided a brand new playroom at this clinic for the kids to enjoy.
Come check out the new playroom!
And at this point, I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit, because after Kenya, we went all over Africa helping people walk again.
My family, my financial status, and everything I know is gonna change.
And from there, we went to the Philippines, Cambodia, and Sri Lanka.
Thank you so much for helping us. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's like a second chance for me.
I feel alive again.
And after visiting countries all around the world and witnessing 2,000 first steps, I'm glad to say we could help change the lives of so many people all across the world. But as you'll remember from earlier in this video, we still have a wedding we need to attend.
Which is weirder, the fact that we're at a wedding of people we met 24 hours ago, or Nolan's shirt?
Oh, Nolan's shirt, 100%.
What is this little rope?
All right, Travis is about to walk his daughter down the aisle.
Let's see if his brand new legs work. It's a big moment.
I've always dreamed of having my dad walk me down the aisle.
I'm about to cry, dude.
This is awesome.
Now I'm happy to give you all Mr. and Mrs. Anderson.
Watching Travis walk his daughter down the aisle made me reflect on all the people's lives who were impacted throughout this video.
I was able to walk her down the aisle. It was just amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Hey guys, I wanted to end this video a little differently than normal, and I wanted to say that the fact that some of these people had insurance and were denied, some of these people had insurance but didn't have the right coverage, it just doesn't sit right with me. Their only hope right now of getting a prosthetic leg so they can walk again, so they can go get a job, is for a YouTuber to step in